Hi friends, I am Dr. Pratap Singh Rathod. I have done a MD in Pharmacy Medicine and today we will discuss about identification of age in more than 25 years of age. Age from 25 years onwards can be determined from the physical characteristics, changes in the dentition and age-related changes in the skeleton. Physical characteristics include presence of arcus senalis and facial wrinkles which starts 40 years of age. Arcus senalis is nothing but the degradation which is in the cornea. Scalp hair begins to turn gray at the age of 40 years and as age advances, it becomes silvery white in color. At 50 years, pubic hair starts to turn gray. Age from dentition can be determined from Boyd's method, chemical method, and Gustafson method. Boyd's method includes counting of incremental lines which increases as age advances, starting from neonatal line. Chemical method includes estimation of nitrogen which increases with age, estimation of carbonate content which decreases with age, and concentration of ions like copper, selenium, and iron which increases with age. Gustafson method, which is the most important and reliable method, it measures the wear and tear in the teeth, and based on that, age is estimated. Coming to Gustafson method, in Gustafson method there are six characteristics: attrition, parodontosis, secondary dentin, then there is root resorption, transparency of root, and cementum position. Coming to one by one, attrition, it is a wearing down of occlusal surface due to mastication, which first involves the enamel, then dentin, and lastly pulp. So this is again graded into A0, A1, A2, and A3. A0 is no attrition, A1 is attrition lying within the enamel, then attrition reaching the dentin, then attrition reaching the pulp cavity. So from this image, you can see the level of which the changes can be seen. So there is starts at the tip, then it goes on decreasing when the cementum gets its pulp cavity becomes visible as the attrition progresses. Next is the parodontosis. Parodontosis, regression of gums. So here the presence of gums which are seen here starts to regrade, means they starts to get opened up and it exposes the presence of neck which is present here and root get exposed. Again it is graded into P0, P1, P2 and P3. P0 is no parodontosis, P1 is parodontosis just begins, and P2 is parodontosis in the first one third of the root, parodontosis along the two third of the root is P3. Next is secondary dentin, which is a progressive infilling of dental pulp cavity and decreasing the size of the cavity. So in this, the pulp cavity is filled with the dentin, that is the deposition. Calcium starts depositing the pulp cavity. Again it is graded into S0, that is no deposition. S1 is deposition starts. S2 is half the pulp cavity is deposited by dentin. S3 is whole of the pulp cavity is deposited by dentin. Next is root resorption. In root resorption, there is involves both cementum and dentin. It starts at the apex and extends towards the upwards. So it involves the cementum and it occurs at the very late age. Again, it is graded into R0, R1, R2, and A3. R0 is there is no visible reabsorption is seen. R1 is reabsorption only at the small isolated spots. So this image can see the progression of root reabsorption. Here the complete root is absorbed and here it just started, tip is started. So it starts with the apex and goes on up to towards the upwards towards the teeth. R2 is greater loss of substance. R3 is there is no root is present. Next is transparency of root. It occurs in the root from below upwards in lower jaw and about downwards in upper jaw. So the root gets transparent in scene. In above jaw it starts below upwards and in lower jaw it starts from the upper jaw. It's in the above downwards in the upper jaw. That is due to diffraction of the dental tissue. Again it is graded into A, T0, T1, T2 and T3. As age progresses, dentin will be filled in and it becomes transparent. So T0 is transparency not present, T1 is transparency just noticeable, T2 is transparency over apical one-third of the root, and T3 is transparency over total of the root. Transparency is different from root reabsorption. Transparency is because of deposition of the minerals and change in the refractive index of the root. Next is the cementum apposition, in which there is cementum increases in thickness around the root due to change the tooth position, continues deposited throughout the life and form the incomitable lens. So cementum, which is seen in the teeth, starts deposited. So this is the cementum which is seen in the side, it gets deposited in the teeth as age progresses. Again, it is divided into C0, C1, C2 and C3. C0 is normal, C1 is a layer of little greater than normal is present, C2 is thick layer is present, C3 is heavy layer is seen. So this is how the Gustafson method is useful for determining the age. The grading is done. Using the Gustafson method, we can calculate the age based on the grading. So as I told you, each characteristic is graded into 0, 1, 2, 3, and after the grading, each is added. So total score includes A plus B plus S plus R T plus C. So after adding, what is the total score is there is multiplied by 4.16 and it is added to 11.143, which gives the age approximately plus or minus 3.63 gives the approximate age in years. Next, age-related changes in the skeleton. So what are changes in the skeleton includes union of xiphoid process. So xiphoid bone consists of manubrium sternum. So manubrium sternum and the xiphoid process is present. So this is the sternum. So the joining of this union of this occurs at the age of 40 years. Then lipping of the lumbar vertebra and bones of the joints of the extremities occurs at the age of 45 years. Limping is nothing but fraying of the bone. Then union of greater cornea of hyoid bones with the body occurs in age of 40 to 60 years. Rarefaction of bone, that is osteoporosis, starts at the age of 60 years. Then calcification of costal and laryngeal cartilages starts around 30 years and becomes between 40 to 50 years plus or minus 12.7 years. Next, coming to changes in the pubic symphysis. So these pubic symphysis changes are seen very minimal and cannot be clearly identified. So at the age of 20 years, there is marked irregular and uneven transfer ridges are seen. Ridges disappear with resulting granularity and formation of ventral and dorsal margins at the age of 24 to 30 years. There is symphysis phase. The near symphysis phase becomes oval. Smoothing of its upper and lower extremities occurs in age of 50 years. So at the 50 years, smoothing of the granules becomes apparent. At the 20 years, there is grooves are seen. At the age of 5th decades, there is beaded rimmed margin is seen. At the age of 6th decade, there is erosion of surface and breakdown of ventral margin is present. At the 7th decade, it means above 70 years, it is irregularly eroded surface are seen. So these changes are very minimal and not so clearly appreciated. Next, coming to fusion of skull sutures. Fusion of skull sutures can also be useful for estimation of age. So this includes again the fusion can be divided into anterior one third, medial one third, and lateral one third in coronal sutures. Again, sutures like 50 to 60 years in frontal sutures, then temporoparatal sutures fusion. So this is again depends on person to person and differs very vastly. These are my references. Thank you.